Hello everyone, welcome to this series on literary terms and theory. And in this video, we are going to discuss the evolution of act structure in theatre. Introduction. The concept of dividing a play into acts is a significant structural element in the history of theatre. An act is a major division between a play, each act potentially comprising one or more scenes. This structural device has evolved considerably from its origins in ancient Greek drama to its varied forms in contemporary theatre. The evolution of act structure reflects broader changes in theatrical practices, cultural preferences, and technological advancements. Greek and Roman influences. Greek plays were typically performed as continuous wholes, punctuated by choral comments. The chorus played a crucial role in linking scenes and providing commentary, which helped maintain the flow of the narrative. Unlike later traditions, these plays did not have explicit act divisions. Instead, the narrative unfolded seamlessly, relying on the chorus to guide the audience through the story. Horace, a Roman poet, is credited with insisting on a 5-act structure. This division provided a clear framework for the development of the plot, allowing for more intricate storytelling. The 5-act structure became particularly influential during the Renaissance, as dramatists sought to emulate classical models. Roman playwright Seneca's tragedies, with their structured format, heavily influenced Elizabethan dramatists. The 5-act structure in the Renaissance and beyond. During the Renaissance, the 5-act structure became standard practice among French dramatists. This approach provided a template for constructing dramatic narratives, ensuring a balanced and cohesive progression of the plot. Shakespeare and his contemporaries, although not rigidly adhering to this structure, often included natural breaks in their plays that later editors marked as act divisions. For instance, in Macbeth, the narrative is naturally divided into 5 acts, each representing a distinct phase of Macbeth's rise and fall. Ben Jonson played a pivotal role in introducing the 5-act structure in England. His adherence to this format set a precedent that influenced the majority of plays from the second half of the 17th century onwards. The introduction of the proscenium arch and the curtain during the Restoration period further impacted theatrical structure. The curtain, which rose at the end of the prologue and remained out of sight until the play's conclusion, eventually began to drop at the end of each act, marking a clear division and enhancing the audience's experience. Transition to 4 and 3 acts. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, playwrights began experimenting with the number of acts. Henrik Ibsen, a seminal figure in modern drama, reduced the number of acts to 4. This change reflected a shift towards more concise storytelling and a focus on character development and psychological depth. Playwrights such as Anton Chekhov and Luigi Pirandello also adopted the 4-act structure, demonstrating its flexibility and suitability for different narrative styles. By the early 20th century, the 3-act play became the preferred format. This structure allowed for a streamlined narrative with a clear beginning, middle, and end, facilitating a more dynamic and engaging experience for the audience. The 2-act play also gained popularity, particularly for its ability to maintain a tight focused storyline. Modern innovations and flexibility. Modern productions have seen increased flexibility in act structure. Many contemporary plays are written and presented in a sequence of scenes rather than strictly defined acts. This approach allows for greater creative freedom and adaptability, accommodating various narrative techniques and thematic explorations. Playwrights like George Bernard Shaw, Bertolt Brecht, and Samuel Beckett have significantly contributed to this trend, breaking away from traditional formats to experiment with new forms of storytelling. For instance, Brecht's epic theatre often employed a series of loosely connected scenes intended to provoke critical thinking rather than emotional immersion. Beckett's Waiting for Godot, with its minimalistic approach and absence of conventional plot, challenges traditional act structures, relying instead on thematic and symbolic coherence. Conclusion: the evolution of act structure in theatre reflects the dynamic nature of dramatic art. From the continuous narratives of Greek drama to the rigid five-act plays of the Renaissance and the flexible structure of modern theatre, the division of a play into acts has continually adapted to meet the changing needs and preferences of audiences and playwrights. This adaptability has allowed theatre to remain a vibrant and relevant form of artistic expression, capable of reflecting the complexities of human experience across different eras and cultures. The works of Horace, Shakespeare, Johnson, Ibsen, Chekhov, Pirandello, Shaw, Brecht, and Beckett illustrate the rich diversity of act structures, each contributing to the ever-evolving landscape of theatrical storytelling. So this was the discussion on the term, the evolution of act structure in theatre. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other term. Until then, goodbye and thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to this series on literary terms and literary theory. If you want to study the notes and MCQs related to this term, you can click the link given in the description. We are also going to start our online and offline classes for UGC NET for English literature very soon. So stay connected with us.